Good morning. Welcome to Redeeming Time. Again, today's broadcast is dedicated to Specialist 4 Class Corey Vale, who is in the Army serving in California right now. Who knows what the plans for the future are? Only God knows. Somebody once said, you want to hear God laugh? You want to know what makes God laugh? You tell God what your plans are for tomorrow. Well, that's true. Only the Lord knows what our plans are tomorrow. And if you're ever in the military, you'd have to say the same thing, in the sense that nobody knows what tomorrow's assignment's going to be. You're here today, but you may be someplace else tomorrow. Nobody really knows. But we dedicate this broadcast to Corey and to those who are serving with him. If you would like to give a word of encouragement to him, by all means, you contact me, Pastor Vale at AOL.com, or to write a note to the church, and we'll pass that on and make sure that he gets that message of encouragement. I just recently gathered together with a group of seniors. We met at Cole Farms for the first time. They had the first meeting of what we call the Amazing Grace. Kind of a play on words, Amazing Grace, but it's a meeting for seniors, Amazing Grace. I hope you get that. But we got together, and we had a wonderful time, and I shared this little story that I came to find, and I think every one of them could relate to it. I can relate to it, and perhaps probably those who happen to be watching this, you can relate to this as well. And the title is, It's Later Than You Think. Everything is farther away now than it used to be. It's twice as far to the corner. And they added a hill. I notice I've given up running for the bus. It leaves faster than it used to. It seems to me they're making steps steeper than in the old days. And have you noticed the smaller print they use in the newspapers? There's no sense asking anyone to read aloud. Everyone speaks in such a low voice, I can scarcely hear them. Material in dresses is so skimpy, especially around the hips. It's all but impossible to reach my shoelaces. Even people are changing. They're much younger than they used to be when I was their age. On the other hand, people my age are much older than I. I ran into an old classmate the other day, and she'd aged so much she didn't remember me. I got to thinking about the poor thing while I was combing my hair this morning, and I glanced in the mirror at my reflection, and confound it, they don't make mirrors like they used to either. Well, that's all true. That's all true. Let me tell you a story about two fellows. These two fellows were the best of friends. They both were aspiring artists, and they both wanted to go to school and to improve. But they couldn't both work and go to school to accomplish it. So therefore, one of them, they together decided that one of them would have to work to provide for the other one to be able to go to school. And then when the other one had completed their schooling and was able to make the finances necessary, then that one would put the other one through school. And so Albert was the one who went to school, and Franz was the one who worked. Albert became an aspiring artist and was very successful. He traveled Europe and became very well known. And he came back to France to fulfill his obligation and to work and to provide for Franz to be able to go on to school as well. But the problem was that Franz, as a result of the hard labor that he had done, and arthritis had taken over into his hands, and his hands were gnarled, and he couldn't do the artwork that he used to be able to do. But Franz wasn't bitter. He was happy for his friend Albert. He was glad that he gave this service. He was not complaining at all. But he wasn't able to go on and to do the art that he would have liked to have done. But they were the best of friends. On one particular occasion, Albert came in and found Franz was on his knees, and his hands were folded, and he was praying. And immediately the idea came to him, and he picked up a sketch pad and a pencil, and he sketched the picture of his dear friend's gnarled hands in prayer. That picture that he sketched became the famous picture today that we recognize as the praying hands. That was a story from 1490. The praying hands, the story behind the hands. God hears and answers prayer. The significance of praying hands is God does hear and answer prayer. It was in 1924 that Dallas Theological Seminary was founded and established. And it was at a point of bankruptcy, and the creditors had established a particular time that at 12 noon on a particular day they were going to foreclose. Due to the significance of that, the founders and others gathered together in the office of the president of the school to pray. Dr. Harry Ironside also was there. And as they were praying, Dr. Ironside, when it came his time to pray, he said something to the effect, said, Lord, we know that the cattle on 1,000 hills are yours. Please sell some of them and send us some money. About the same time that Dr. Ironside was praying, some Texan came to the office. And he came to the office and he told the secretary there, he said, look, he said, I have 2 boxcar loads of cattle that I've just sold. But I can't seem to get the business deal to go through that I'm wanting to go through. And it just isn't happening. And I just feel that the Lord's pressing on my heart that for some reason I'm supposed to take the money that I've got and give it to you folks. He said, I have no idea whether you need this money or not. But that doesn't make any difference. Here's a check. Make the most of it. And he turned and he walked out. The secretary took the check, looked at it, and she went to the office door and she knocked on the door where Dr. Lewis Schaefer was the founder, president there at the time, came to the door. He took the envelope and the check, and he looked at the check, recognizing the name on the check, and seeing the amount of the check, which was the exact same amount of what they needed to pay the creditors. And he went to Dr. Ironside and he said to him, he says, Dr. Ironside, Harry, God has sold the cattle. God answers prayer. And when God answers prayer, we'll end up praising Him and glorifying Him. How many times have you and I have prayed about a particular matter, and as we begin to pray about it, and then when God answers that prayer, we act surprised that God actually did what He said He was going to do. In Psalm 50, He says, call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. So what happens? We call upon God in the time of trouble, and He delivers us. And then we do what? We glorify Him. How do we glorify Him? We glorify Him by praising Him. Verse 23, whoso offereth praise glorifieth me. And as a result of answered prayer, we're glorifying Him. Here the story about Dallas Seminary and prayer and God's answer, they're still glorifying Him. But God hears and answers prayer. And God says to you, and God says to me, He says, call upon me in the day of trouble, and I'll answer you. He says, call upon me, and I will show you great and mighty things which thou knowest not. God will hear your prayers. I don't know what your needs are today, but God knows what your needs are today. God knows the burdens of our heart today. I don't know the burden of our heart today. But whatever the need and whatever the burden, I encourage you to pray. God said He didn't tell us to seek His face in vain. He will hear and He will answer. My prayer on behalf of the community here and the surrounding area is that God will bless each and every one according to their needs as He knows the needs to be. And I would remind you always to cast your care upon Him because He does care for you.